Well, let's go to door number 2 on North American Skype. You're on the air with Jason Bland. Welcome to the show.
I hope I'm getting through.
Well, you are, at least to this dimension in the high
wonderful.
desert. You're getting through.
Good. Your voice was warbling while I was on hold.
Oh, that's
and it's
weird.
Nice to get a clear shot. This is Marcus in Sublimity, and thank you again so much.
So are you ready or willing to try and speak with the other side, with Jason and myself here tonight? Or
Whatever I may do. In fact, I've got a likely candidate. My father and stepmother, in the closing years of their life, developed an interest in working with the Monroe Institute and out-of-body projections. So
wow.
if they're listening, this might be a perfect opportunity to see if they've got something they want to tell me. I do have a specific question in mind.
Okay, well then let us proceed. If you're ready, Marcus, we'll get to it.
Her name is, shall I give her name?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Kalua Tempe.
Are you there?
I heard Mark. I heard Mark in there. I know he's Marcus.
Yes, sir. Sue, if you're out there, question, has my father forgiven me yet for hurting his feelings?
Talk, Marcus, talk to them.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask the question again. Go ahead. Ask the question again, Marcus.
Sue, has my father forgiven me for hurting him?
You know, right when you asked that question, I heard a voice say, "You will see," or "You have seen." Wow, it's so strange doing this.
Said speak.
Go ahead, Marcus. You talk to them. They want you to talk to them.
Dad, if you're there, this is Marcus. I hope you forgive me because I have done the best I can to forgive you for the hurt you caused me all my childhood. You caused me all my childhood.
You see
Do
how
you understand?
I heard it say,
Go ahead.
I heard it say, "I know," like really quickly.
I heard you love me.
Good.
Wow.
Well, I do love you, and I'm sorry I was not a better child. I'm sorry you're not a better father.
Wow. God, you know what's really strange? Sorry, is how it ramps up when you start really talking to it. You notice that, Marcus, when you were talking more, how you got more response back?
I couldn't distinguish the words enough to make intelligible sense out of what I was hearing.
Right. No, that's actually to be expected, and Jason can help us with that. I appreciate your call, and I did hear some things in there, like very quickly, You will see, or you have seen, when you were saying, I wish I was a better kid. I wish you were a better dad.
Yeah.
Do you forgive me, and those sort of things. I heard it say right after that, you have seen, or you will see. Jason, what did you hear in that?
It said, "You love me."
You love me.
That's
you
what I
love
heard.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
can you explain to us, Jason, what is going on here when we use this device? We're hearing pieces of words, and it sounds kind of unintelligible. Can you help us out here? What is actually going on?
Well, like a device like the Necrophonic you're using has a bank of chopped up audio, so it shouldn't come through with really a lot of words, because it's so chopped up. But you might hear some words that come through that if they don't mean anything, then we just let it go. But it should be able to manipulate that audio to make a voice, to make a word. It might not sound like the person you knew, and sometimes it will. I've had people hear the actual voice of them, and I've had other messages that come through. It doesn't sound like the person they knew on the other side, but the message was clear. And the other thing is, for people calling in, one, it's hard to hear on the phone line, on the Skype line or even on the phone line to hear the messages sometimes. But the other thing is like me, I've been listening to EVPs and Spirit Box for a long time, so my ear is a little more cued to it. And Heather, your ear is pretty good with it now too. So it might be harder for people because it's like your brain has to catch up to the audio, and that's why review is so important.
Right, and it's quick, as the old saying goes, the dead travel fast. It can be so quick, the message that you hear, like when I heard that you will see or you have seen, it was so quick, and it was in a sort of a high-pitched female-sounding type of a voice. But I heard that, and you do have to have an ear trained for this sort of a thing, and to some folks it may sound completely unintelligible, but there are messages there. Again, that's why you review your recordings later on very carefully, and bit by bit, seconds by seconds, because there could be a very quick message in there, and then when you isolate that and turn the volume up on it to bring out that audio, you will be astonished at some of the messages that can be received. But there are also no guarantees in what we're doing tonight, Jason. You could get something, you could not get something, you could get something that will just really be profound. We could get something, and we don't know what we have until you do the review. So that's what we're in the middle of doing tonight. And Marcus, thank you. I have a feeling that Marcus got something in there, and I appreciate the call, Marcus. You are part of our family. And I think on the review we're going to find more. And if I talk over somebody's message, oh God, I apologize in advance.
It's all right. It happens.